Hey everybody, this is Bill and this is your weekend update. It is July the 21st, Saturday, about 10 in the morning. Thought I'd get this done before I get all wrapped up in weekend activities here. If you remember from last weekend, we drew this Fibonacci retracement here because we wanted to see how far it was going to bounce back up to the upside. The overall trend from the trend tool is still up. We are above the 200 and the 50 period moving average, and we moved all the way up the Fibonacci's, breaking through the 50 and the 61% all the way to the 100% retracement at 1375, and then we bounced off of that like a drunken sailor off a plate glass door, and we appear to be going back down. So let's go ahead and delete this and run the Fibonacci's the other way again to see what the possibility of next week brings. So it looks like retracement somewhere in the 1341 to 47 area before we see any kind of a bounce, and if we drop below that, should keep on going. Trend is still up, so I'm guessing either a sideways consolidation next week or an early drop down into these Fibonacci's and then a retracement back up, because as you can see, it's been kind of this stair-step pattern in the past. I expect that to probably continue. You know, bad news down, good news up, bad news down, good news up. Gets kind of goofy, doesn't it? Anyway, let's see how the swing trades did. Last week we had two really good swing trades. From the tidal wave signal on the 17th, which is this signal here, was a long signal for GIB. The proper entry would have been to enter on the high of the breach of the high of the 16th, which was 2287. Let me do the math here really quick. 87. I teach my students to keep a Keltner channel up there and use the Keltner as your exit, so the exit would have been about 24 even, so 24 minus 2287. That's a little less than a point and a quarter run, which is awesome for a swing trade, and that was accomplished in 3 days. So that was one of them, and the other one here was PBA. And PBA is some kind of pipeline company. That was also along, the signal was here on the 18th. This was for the 18th, and the proper entry would have been the breach of the high here. So this one started at the upper Keltner, so you could have done two things. You could have exited on the first or the second day, or you could have waited until you breached the low of whatever the previous bar is. So let's do that technique and see where we would have ended up. So the low here is 27.27, and we entered in at 2680 minus 26.8. So that's about a half a point there, which is also a decent swing trade, depending on how many shares you put in. So two decent swing trades last week. The market is doing the yo-yo up and down. That is kind of it. Just one last thing, I wanted to remind everybody that I do now have a referral bonus, commission, finder's fee, whatever you want to call it. If you refer someone to me for a subscription to either the tidal wave signal or the HLB, and they do sign up, you will be paid some cold hard cash, $100 in cold hard cash for that referral upon their successful subscription and payment to my system. So keep that in the back of your head if you're looking for some beer money, and we will hopefully see lots of good stuff for that. The way you put the person's name in is you go to the website and you'll see a little one of the buttons on the side says referrals, and click on that, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Just put in your information, the information of the person you're referring, and then we put it here in the office database, and if that person signs up, we cross-reference it to your name and immediately cut you a check. So that's it. Good luck with your trading. I'll be back at you with the results on Monday. I will not be in on Monday, actually, but I will be keeping an eye on it. I am going on a college visit with my daughter, so I won't be trading, and I won't be in the trading room. Good luck, you guys. I know you guys can do it on your own. You did it on your own on Friday, so but I will be checking in to see how things are going. All right, that's it for the weekend. Over and out. Bye.